everybody, it's Allison from CraftyisCool.com, and I'm back with another video to show you how to crochet a rose. There's two that I've made. I've also made, this is a large rose, I've made a medium and a small rose, and the same pattern can be used for any of them. So you just will shorten it. You'll see. You need worsted weight yarn. This is some wool, and you're gonna need a crochet hook, scissors, and a yarn needle. All right, let's get started.
Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Y'all, I just want to say I am so sorry for that, and that was super cringe, and please forgive me. I'll try not to do it again. And that was to my children. Okay, so you're going to start off with a D hook. I'm using a D hook. You can use whatever hook you want and whatever yarn you want, really, but I'm using worsted weight yarn, so that's what I'm using. Start off, you're going to chain 58 stitches. You'll be very glad to realize that I've sped this part up, because watching someone chain 58 stitches, it's not the most enjoyable experience. So pretty soon I'm gonna have 58 chains, and I'll stretch it out and you can see how long it is. I should measure it, but I didn't. All right, 58 stitches right there. 58 chain stitches. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna skip that first chain, single crochet into the second chain from the hook. Then you're gonna do a half double crochet in the next stitch and a double crochet in that same stitch. That's a double crochet. And then you're going to work 2 double crochets in the next chain stitch. 1, 2. Okay, and then you're going to mirror what you did at the beginning. So you're going to do, in the next chain, you're going to do a double crochet and a half double crochet. And then you're going to insert your hook into the next chain stitch, and you're just going to do a slip stitch. Now you've made 1 petal. So then you're going to work the next one. Half double, double in that next chain. And then you're going to do 2 double crochets in the next chain. And that's still a double crochet. And then you're going to do a half double crochet. Okay, whatever. And half double crochet and double crochet in the next chain. So you're making these little scalloped petals. And you're going to do that all the way across until you get to the very end. And you're going to slip stitch into the last chain. So let's watch that in fast motion. So look, we're working on the last petal. That was a double. Now you're going to do a double and a double, and then this should be a double and a half double. Okay, well, whatever. Then that is a slip stitch into the very last chain. Snip it off. There you go. And pull it. And now you're going to see you have a long, like, curly thing of just scalloped shapes. I had a knot in there. So you're going to start from the end that you started with, and you're going to start curling it in on itself. And it kind of does this naturally. Just make sure that your original chain is not twisted because it'll look weird, but okay, so it kind of curls in on itself, and you just kind of have to help it around, and you can alter where the petals are if you want. So you're just going to kind of shape it how you want it, and there's no sewing yet, but you're just placing it how you think that it's going to look good. And this is very forgiving. You can like really work with this part and make it however tight or open you want. Okay, so I like to make it to where the petals aren't exactly lining up. That's how I want it. So you flip it over and get a yarn needle. And you're just gonna see all the ends of the petals. It's like a round spiral of that beginning chain that goes all the way around. So you're gonna start weaving your yarn needle through those chain stitches, and I'm just making it go from one side all the way just directly across to the other side, and then I'm going to repeat that a few times just to make sure it's secure, as long as you feed it through every round. So now you've sewn it all up, and you can flip it over and kind of work with where the petals are and make sure you've sewn everything down. If you skipped anything, it'll pull up real easily when you flip it over. So you can kind of curl the petals in just to where it looks more rosy. Flip it over, and then you should have a starting tail. I had a starting tail, and tie it together. And you can weave in these ends if you want. I don't usually, because they're going to be covered up when I glue this to something or stitch it to something. So I usually just leave those ends, cut them off like that. And that's it. Ta-da! So rosy, so pretty. And there's another one I made. And look, I made a little one with the same pattern. That was a small. And then I made one that was like medium size with the same pattern. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you were able to follow along and make something cool. Go to CraftyisCool.com for more patterns, my yarn, free patterns, and where to find all of my books. Thanks.